So, it would cost about $3 billion. That's about 13% of our budget. So you'd have to take 13% of our budget from other priorities and shift it to schools. Let me tell you what we spend our budget on. Despite ranking 49th out of the 50 states in the portion of education funding covered by the state, our #1 priority is education. 33.5% of our state's budget goes to funding education, K through 12 and higher ed. K through 12 is about 25–26% of that. Higher ed is about 7%. Okay? But #1, already 1/3 of our budget goes to education. I'm assuming you can't shift money from education to education to fund it. So you still got to find $3 billion. #2 is healthcare. That's 30% of our budget. Let me give you some numbers about the Illinois economy. Today in Illinois, over 40% of our workers do not have employer-provided health insurance. Over 40%. Today in Illinois, over 57% of our Latino workers do not get employer-provided health insurance. Today in Illinois, well over 1/4 of our population, 27% plus, is uninsured or on Medicaid. I'm assuming healthcare is a rational #2 utilization of taxpayer dollars at 30% of the budget. #3, human services. Everything from Department of Children and Family Services to elder abuse to just homebound seniors to developmentally disabled adults, domestic violence, all that stuff. You know, that squishy government stuff, that human service stuff. That's 18.5% of our budget. So if you add together education, health, and human services, and this is true every single year, over 85% of our state's budget goes to those 3 things. And since that's so much of the budget, and you need to shift, about 13% of it into schools, what any politician says when they're telling you, I'm going to find the money in our existing budget, what they're really saying is, I'm going to slash health and human services to fund education, because there's not enough money in the other lines. You add in administrative costs, pension costs, and public safety, you're at over 98% of the budget. I mean, our state doesn't really have a lot of bad or priorities. I mean, that's just the truth.